think when I was little, I had a deep passion for all sorts of living things. I grew up in Southern California. It's very sunny, lots of lizards, lots of little animals everywhere, and I really enjoyed studying them. I would catch lizards and hold them and see how do they live, what do they like to eat, and I think that curiosity just kind of extended to everything. Anytime I was in science class, I was so excited to learn more. And then as I got through high school and college, it just kind of led me through a path that I knew I wanted to help people one day. I wanted to stay closer to medicine, translational work, and throughout my graduate work, I did a lot of very translational work, cellular therapy, discoveries, and for me, that was really compelling and exciting, and I love doing a job that keeps me close to that and allows me to learn something new each and every day. Average day, and usually looks like me waking up, having a nice breakfast, and then sitting down to either phone calls with different scientists. I get to hear about their project developments, um, help assist with protocols, and just kind of setting up, what is their day going to look like using our reagents. And it also includes, writing quotes, learning about what upcoming seminars and conferences are happening, and also part of it is, looking at, what's going on in California. What are exciting developments, research-wise, company-wise, like what movements are happening in the arena, and how can I, leverage that in my day-to-day activities. So something that we've just come out with in the last few months that I'm super stoked about is our CD19 CAR dextramer. My dissertation work was actually in CD19 CAR therapeutics and looking at, actually modifying vectors to kind of address some unmet needs within the field. And so for me personally, it has a lot of meaning and a lot of, just joy. Like I love hearing about what people are working on. I love seeing, how can we use this new product to help them with their car development. And this is just the beginning. We're looking to expand our portfolio. We're looking to expand, the number of targets that we're looking at. And so that for me is very personally exciting. And I look forward to what's next. So one of my first accounts that I was brought on, one of my first customers when I first started about a year ago. They were just starting out, very small team, and they'd kind of heard of us before, but didn't really know anything about our products, about what we can offer to them and bring value to their projects. And me and our technical application scientists were able to sit down with them and kind of walk through, how do you perform these experiments? How do you do all of this work? And steadily over time, like they've gotten back to us and told us that their experiments were working. Everything was really looking up for them, and they recently have started increasing the number of tests that they're able to perform. They're increasing their project, and so for me personally, that was a big win, because that means I'm able to actually help somebody at the end of the day, and help their business grow, help their science grow. So it brings me a lot of joy to see other people happy. There's so many of them, but I feel like maybe super hearing would be helpful, because oftentimes, it's nice, especially when you're out and about and you're busy, it's nice to be able to hear, what catch bits of conversations. Maybe somebody, all the way at the end of the hallway is trying to say something, and it would really help, at least in those arenas, to be able to hear a little bit better. Maybe be able to actually talk to people when they're nervous. That's something I notice in myself.